between countries, yeah, extradition agreement, trade, grant, and then state and foreign company, mining management like report, and then military weapons when we bought some tank maybe or weapons, yeah, or special project, just like in what we have in the new our capital city in Nusantara. I want to hear about your opinion about Nusantara. Are we going to have the new capital city or not with the new president? What is your opinion? How about this group? Do you believe that we are going to uh, have the new capital city after our new president in 10 days from now? The inauguration next week, yeah, at 20th of October. And still, very hot issue, yeah, about the vice president. Whether the vice president will be inaugurated or not because of the problems with the. What's the problem of the our vice president? So, what is the most debatable issue about our vice president? No, I mean the minimum age. Yeah, the requirement to become the candidate of the vice president, and it was also informed the constitutional court. Yeah, and the problem, the head of the constitutional court is not. Yeah, that's a big problem for this nation. So we have to see whether any change in a week from now. Jakarta, up to now, until now, still our capital city. And Pak Jokowi never insists to sign the decree to move the capital city from Jakarta to Nusantara. Up to now. So there's a big question mark. What happens in our Nusantara? Last week, Pak Adi came to one of the big event in Jakarta, in Farman Hotel. Then I met with some public service from Kalimantan also, from Samarinda Balikpapan. We have lunch together. Then I asked them, how about if you giving offer to move up to Nusantara? Though they are Kalimantanis, yeah, I mean, live in Kalimantan. Most of them say no, they don't want it. Uh, Although the distance for the people 100 kilometers from Kalimantan on from Balikpapan or Samarinda, they are really afraid to move to that place. How about us who live in Surabaya or Jakarta? It's a big problems for everyone in this country. So I just want to share you with information about we have an announcement about the new officer intake penerimaan pegawai negeri in the year of 2024. So if you really insist to maybe after you finish your study here and then you want to come become a public service, one of the requirements they have to sign the letters, the document that they should have stayed in Nusantara for minimally for 10 years. Yeah, under they sign the letter under the duly stamp, and one of the requirements to enter into the selection. So we have assumptions that mostly they are new employees who come and stay in Nusantara is a new intake in the 2024. Yeah. Capital city of India, where is it? Delhi. Not Bollywood yet. Bollywood, no. Mumbai. Mumbai, sorry. Sorry, Mumbai, not Mumbai. Okay. What is Mumbai actually? A big city also? But mostly they are industrial area. But Delhi is the capital city. The president, the prime minister stay in Delhi. Which is bigger? Is that Delhi or Jakarta? This one is bigger. This one not? How many population in Delhi? More than Jakarta? 10 million? I think so, yeah. Uh, so many people in India. Number one, yeah, now, the bigger. How about the population? Maybe less than 10 million, but I don't know. Okay, state as a legal subject, yeah, between countries, state and foreign company, and then state and international organization like EMF, International Monetary Fund, UN, yeah, United Nations, World Bank, and also between state institutions, uh, collaboration between national police, between the Minister of Human Rights and Law, yeah, in enhancing, in decreasing the human trafficking issues. That's the example. The state becoming a legal subject. Then we have this article from our civil code. Yeah, all agreement made in accordance with the law shall have the force law for the parties. So they binding for both parties. Yeah. Such agreement cannot be revoked except by mutual consent of both parties or for reasons specified by law. So any changes, any amendment should be approved by both parties, yeah? Or because of the reason by specified by law. An agreement must be executed in a good faith. And another article, 1339, agreement are binding not only for the matters explicitly stated in the contract, but also anything that is required by the nature of agreement upon appropriateness, customs, and also law. So we have to make agreement or contract should be appropriate and then do not contribute to law, morality, and many more. Okay, another article only applied and binding between the parties and agreement are not permitted to be aimed at harming the third party or other party outside the agreement. So only both party. Yeah. This is the contract structure as a general, yeah, from the contract title to signature of the parties. Have you received my feedback? All of you? Yeah. With the red font, so just make it simple contract structure example, and I give you the feedback. So please run and try to make maybe another version of the contract. Legal subject individual, remember, should be complete from the name and the numbers of identity, address, mobile, email, yeah, active mobile and email. And then for the corporate, remember that we have to put the company name. Sometimes the company name even with the real names in the notary deed, yeah. And then the deed of establishment, company address, and then person in charge or official authorized to represent the company. Not everyone can be the person in charge. It depends on the agreement and then the position of the company. Telephone, email, and so on. This is the simple contract template. Yeah. So you have a workshop, then you did it, and I give the feedback last week. Yeah. And now we have the last session of this module, Contract Law Part 3. In this module, we will learn about the validity of the contract that's been online. Yeah. So what happens if we make a contract in an online mechanism? And then the breach of contract. Apa? What the meaning of the breach of contract in Indonesia? Breach of contract, yeah? It's when you like when you breach of contract.
As like when you fail to fulfill the agreement.
So they are cannot fulfill the the agreement. Okay. The breach of contract means they are not fulfill the right and obligation. Yeah. How about the remedies? The remedies in Indonesia we call it apa? Ganti, ganti rugi or compensation. The effect of the breach of contract. And then the termination, the end of the contract under our civil code. Breach of contract, remedies, and the termination. And then at the end, as usual, a tutorial assignment to analyze the contract law case. This is the learning outcomes. So in this week, we have additional information about the validity of the contract that makes online, and then the breach of contracts and its essential elements, and then provision of for remedies, and then legal terms regarding the termination of contract and legal analysis of the contract case studies. Okay, we still have an article from the Indonesian Civil Code, Article 1243 and 1381. So I will give you what is the Article 1243 and 1381. Okay, now we start. This is the sign of your reading. James Nicholas, chapter 8, page 280, and also chapter 9, page 301, and also Indonesian Civil Code. Online contract. Have you ever have experience dealing with the online contract? Can you give me the example? Online contract.
Privacy policy, like the Instagram, Google.
Oh yeah, that's right. If we want to, what is it? Register,
Yes.
log in Google, in Instagram, or any kind of application. Sometimes we are not reading all the terms and conditions. Is right? So we just say agree. Agree. We say yes, okay. Online contract. That's the simple example of online contract. So in general, online contract becomes effective when there is a mutual consent between the parties. Typically, with the act of click agree. We said click agree. What should we actually doing in the matter of we agree with the agreement in online matters? Click, and then
Provide an online signature. Provide an electronic signature.
oh yeah, electronic signature. Okay. Another items. Okay. Tick. Give sign of tick or cross. On the certain place. Then okay, and then agree, deal, or any kind of option. In our mobile, in our gadget, what should we usually do in accepting the online contract? Decide, just click. Another example. Do you have any? Just click, mostly, just click, and then or reply. You may reply the email, then you agree with the terms and conditions. Sometimes it applies like that. This action considered a form of acceptance under civil law. So if you click agree, it means that you accept the agreement. In the context of under civil law and also in the context of online contract. The same with the ordinary contract. An online contract under Indonesian law is valid and take effect once there is a mutual consent between the parties. This is the key element. The agreement holds the same legal force as written. So it's just the same, whether written or online or digital. Did you realize that your gadget, when you erase, what is it in VN? Erase contact, erase message, clear chat. Yeah, clear chat. If I'm a police officer, can I still read the missing text from your mobile phone? What do you think?
No.
From our phone?
Yeah. For instance, Sandrina, and then I'm a police officer, and I'm trying to find out about your activity. Yeah. Though you have already erased all your chat with your friends or with your family, then the police came to investigate one case. Can I still read your chat with your friends or your family as a police officer? What do you think? Does it? Can I still read that? Yes, I still can. Give me your reason.
Because our chat has been saved in the WhatsApp database, and the police have access to the WhatsApp database.
Yeah. So be careful about all the digital documents, your chat, your email, and anything. The police outside the crime police are easily get your number and also your registration. Okay, that's what cybercrime did to find the people who make a criminal things, something like that. I give you the example. For instance, if we found a dead body on the street or in the river, yeah, and these people reported by the family they are missing person, they are students. Have you ever heard about the dead students in campus UI in Jakarta, who lay down next to the lake of the UI campus? If you try to look the case, you will find it. Jadi,
Udah lama nggak sih?
yeah, a dead body lie down next to the UI lake. Yeah, the police take the body and then try to know the cause of the death. But the police will not stop doing that. The police will also try to find the numbers of his mobile phone. Yeah, registered as siapa namanya tadi? Yeah, Maxi. Then the police will have the record of the conversation, the record of the call register. So the police will finally ask the people who involved in the last maybe 3 days or weeks before his death. So it's more easy for the police. Yeah. So be careful with all the gadget. Though you are already erased, delayed, the police can still easily because of the technology. Or we have digital footprint. Yeah. Once you click the button, it can change your life forever. You click the button of your maybe something like something that is not good and against the moral. Yeah. So you send your picture or your activity, then people knowing that there is bad activities, it is not easy for you to erase the digital footprint. Yeah. So be careful once again. The legal requirement for a valid contract, as stipulated in the civil law, should be fulfilled. And then we also have legal basis. that the documents in online they have the same force in a written document. This is the legal basis. Law number 11 of 2008, Electronic and Information and Traction Law, yeah, as amended by the Law 19 of 2016. So between 20 of 8 and also 2016, the government aware that the law is not fit with this condition. And remember, the first subject we have the changing of law because of the law number 11 is no longer fit with the condition of 2016. So they changed that with some articles and also with adding and then adjust the article inside the law number 19. Article 1, paragraph 17, it says that electronic documents are considered a valid evidence. Once again, a valid evidence. This implies that agreements made online through electronic media are legally recognized. Once again, legally recognized and can be used in the court. Okay, how about your phone? You are not recording your phone with your friends, with your boyfriend or girlfriend. And then I'm a police officer, I'm a cybercrime. Can I still take the conversation of your phone and then take to the court? Am I still have opportunity to have it? Yes, I have. So be careful.
Welcome home.
Yeah. Did you ever realize that when you come to the court and then the judge put on the sound system and all the audience listening to the conversation of two people? Every single conversation. So it becomes an evidence of the case. Yeah. Though we are not recorded, though we are not put it on the tape recorder, but the judge and the police can also still take the record of your voice. Yeah. With the comma, with every single words you have said, it always be in that recording. Article 47 emphasize that electronic agreement hold the same legal force as written agreement. Once again, they have the same force as a written agreement or a written contract. Okay, that's the validity of the online contract. Is it clear for all of you? Right. Now we are moved to breach of contract. That one party cannot fulfill the right and obligation to other party. That the breach of contract. Did you ever have an experience about the breach of contract? When you buy something online, maybe? Have you? Mostly girls like to have online shopping, yeah? Or boys, maybe. Do you have any experience, breach of contract, in your daily activities?
Alright, when we buy from online shop, but the product that came is different.
Yeah, that's right. So you order something from one marketplace, and then you have choose the picture, and then when you receive the object or the your option, the color is not the same, the specification is not the same. That's the breach of contract. Yeah. How about other example of breach of contract? Do you have any? For instance, I don't know. If the boys like go to the what do you call it? Bengkel in bahasa Inggris?
Mechanic shop. Workshop.
Workshop. Yeah. You maintain your car or your motorcycle every month, yeah, for oil, for machine maintenance. Then you have signed the what is it? The documents, but then suddenly when you have the trouble and you take it back to the workshop, then they refuse because this is not our guarantee. But in the agreement, in the document, it says that the guarantee for 1 week, for example, that's the breach of contract. Okay, now the article of 2043, it says that the obligation to compensate for cost, damage, and interest due to the failure to fulfill our obligation begins when the debtor or one party, yeah, declare negligence. Negligence in Indonesia, lalai, lalai, yeah, continues to neglect, yeah, to their obligation. They are declared negligence. They are aware, but they continues to neglect their obligation. And then this obligation also applies if something that is to be provided or performed can only be done after the specified time limit has passed. So if you have an obligation, you have timetable, you have time to give to give your obligation, but you miss the time. So you're not fulfilled on the time. Yeah. For instance, Pak Adi last week give the announcement to submit your case study on the date of 9 October, yeah, is that right? Before 5 p.m. Yeah. Then you miss the time. So you have breach of contract. Is it the same? Is it fair if I give the same grade for the both, which is who submit on time or not on time? So Pak Adi will not give you the same grade. Actually, Pak Adi will have the, the better grade to the students who really comply to the schedule. So the obligation, yeah, to compensate for cost, damage, and interest, and the failure, yeah, they are declared negligent. They are aware, but they continue to neglect their obligation. Or this obligation also applies if something that is to be provided or performed can only be done after the special time limit has passed. So if you have agreement in certain time, just like yesterday, last week, some states of payment, yeah. So you miss the time, so that's breach of contract. At least there are three elements of this breach of contract. There's the agreement first, yeah. Breach of contract means there is an agreement or contract, and then a party that breaches the agreement, one of them, and then the one party has been declared negligent but still fails to fulfill the terms and obligations. So the first, it should be an agreement or contract, and then one of the party breaches the agreement, though they are declared to be negligent, but still fail to fulfill the terms of agreement. In purpose, yeah, though we are warned many times, but they are not changed anything, and they keep doing that negligence and not fulfill the terms of agreement. Okay, breach of contract means that one party failing to fulfill the agreed upon obligation. They are not fulfill the agreed obligation. And secondly, they are fulfilling the obligation, but not as required, as like siapa tadi? Vidya. Vidya said you have received the shopping things, but not as specified. Fulfill the obligation, the seller, but not as required. Or fulfilling the obligation, but not within the agreed frame time. Yeah, if we pay installment, then we are not pay based on the agreement. We should pay under the date of 10, then we pay on the date of 15 maybe. That's breach of contract. Or engaging activities that are prohibited under the agreed contract. So they are not fulfill the contract, well, they just doing anything else that is prohibited under the agreed contract. So that's the five definition about breach of contract. Fail to fulfill the agreed contract, fulfill but not as required, and then fulfill the obligation but not as the time frame, and then having prohibited activities, yeah, under the contract. Remedies. What is remedies? Kompensasi or ganti kerugian. Okay, so before Pak Adi explained about the remedies, so if you this point state about your request or your order, what usually you do to get your right for remedies? For instance, so if you want to buy something online, okay, then you receive it not as required, or you receive the the order things not on time as you wish. What what you should do actually?
File a complaint.
Yeah, what kind of complaint you will take? You want your money back, or what do you going to do?
At most, minor refund. I'm not the confrontational type.
Okay, so you just keep it and
I just do.
accept it.
Yeah, I'll just no. I'll just ask for a minor refund, like maybe like discounted refund, I guess.
Okay, some of them just keep remain not do nothing. In marketplace online, when you disappointed with the service, what we should do actually? Give it bad review. Yeah, that's right. If we do not want to take any remedies or compensation, then we put the bad review. Yeah, one or two maybe, yeah, with the comments. Remedies. Okay, remedies. That's the legal consequence of breach of contract. You have several way or option to claim it. Yeah. First, you cancel the agreement. So you just cancel. So if you cancel the agreement, what is the consequence? If you just okay, let's cancel the agreement. So what is the consequence for both parties? Just
No one gets the right policy.
yeah, no one will get the, the obligation, the rights also. So yeah, they back to the previous status before the agreement, but this is the both party responsible to their own risk and loss. So they want to just cancel, stop, finish. So they will take all the risk and the loss. That's the cancellation of the agreement, yeah, because of this of contract. Stop, and then we say, okay, it's over now. So we just stay that in that position, and we do not get any uh, rights, obligation, or something that we should have it because of the agreement. So just forget about it. So just cancel about it. Secondly, cancellation and also claim by claim for damage. This article 1246 it says that damages consist of three elements. So you have to pay attention on this because of the tutorial will refers to this article. Yeah, the cost of all expenses it occur. So if you want to offer the remedies or compensation, you have to calculate the cost of all expenses you have spent. Yeah, and then losses due to damage to property and loss of your opportunity. Loss due to damage, yeah, if the object uh, because of the breach of contract should be in a good condition and the damage because of maybe late of payment or the late of delivery, yeah, and then your lost opportunity. Opportunity means that you have planned in your business and then you lost your opportunity to have benefit or you have what is it? Um, you have yeah the lost profit in the future. And then the interest, yeah, profit that you should have been obtained for expected. You can also add the interest, yeah, the profit that you should have been obtained or expected. So you see, cancellation and with the claims for damage. First, you have to calculate your cost of your expense. Secondly, yeah, your losses to the damage or property and loss opportunity, and then the interest rate of interest, yeah, maybe, or your profit in the future. So you can make your own argument, but your offer, your uh, your claim should be rational. Yeah. If for instance, you only buy something, it costs maybe 10 million. Yeah. So you have to calculate how many, or should I claim for a billion maybe? That's not rational. So you have to make a calculation with that, with these three elements. Then remedies also contract fulfillment. Yeah. So we are going to continue this agreement, but when there is a breach of contract, the option number three is please fulfill all the contract agreement. Yeah. Without any compensation, without any interest, without any claim for damages or risk or lose or interest or profit. Yeah, just fulfill the obligation based on the contract. Number four, contract fulfillment and then claim for damage. Yeah, fulfilling the obligation while also seeking compensation. And number five, claiming for compensation only. So how many remedies we have? Five types. Remember, yeah? Five types. This is number one, only the cancellation of the agreement. So both parties will back to the previous status before they have the agreement, and both parties will responsible for the loss and their risk. And then the option number two, cancellation, adding with the claim of the damages. The cost of all expenses we spend, and then loses to the damage to property and lost opportunity, and then the interest, the profit that we should have been obtained, expected in the future, or only contract fulfillment without any claim, yeah, just contract fulfillment. Or we can also make an option, contract fulfillment with the claim damages, yeah. Or the last one is claiming for compensation only. So we forget about the obligation, just compensation. Yeah, that's the five option that you will get the remedies because of the breach of the contract. Any question about this? Is it clear enough for you all? Yeah, yeah. Claiming for compensation only. Winston said Winston is not a kind of guy who likes to have argue with people.
Yep.
So you just okay, I not satisfied with the service. Yeah, so I will not try to claim for anything, but I need compensation. For instance, maybe okay, uh, if I receive these things with a different requirement or different as required, then please give like additional things, like maybe if you buy like what is it, rackets, badminton, yeah, is it? Did you buy it online or not? Online. Are you satisfied with the quality? Okay. Then you can, if you're not agree or you're not satisfied with the service, you can claim. Yeah. Give like sample. What's it? What is it? A grip maybe. Yeah. To make you happy because of the breach of contract. Or another option you may have it. Yeah. So 5 options of the remedies. Now the last one is the termination. Termination, not terminator. Termination. Okay. What is it? Termination? Pengakhiran. The end of the contract. Mostly, young people like you will always say, you and me, and. Okay, yeah? You, me, and. Yeah? So, group up, yeah? Group up, and. So we know it because of, if we end the agreement or the contract, it should be something happens. Not just uh, everything's fine, then we just uh, end the contract. No, so it should be something there. Okay, based on this article, 1381, it says that, okay, first, expiration of the agreement period. So if the agreement says, or the contract says that the agreement valid for 1 year, it means that that's number one. So the contract or the agreement valid from 1 January 2024 to 31 of December 2025. That's required the number one. Yeah, expiration of the agreement period. Or both party fulfillment all terms and agreements on the contract. So all the party fulfill all the terms and agreement, completed their obligation. Yeah. The payment also. The project, they have complete all the obligation, the contracted project, the payment, yeah. Or anybody knows what is the occurrence of mutual debts between parties? Number 5. Anyone want to share? Number 5. What is it? Mutual debts between the party. What does it mean actually? Anyone to share? Occurrence of mutual debts between the parties. Okay. Any example with that? Easy one. This easy one. Yeah. I asked somebody allowance 1 million. Okay, for instance, okay. Naudi, Pak Adi, can I ask for 1 million? You said yes. So I have a debt to somebody 1 million. And then I promise to you to pay the money in 1 month. Before 1 month, then you came to me. And then Pak Adi, uh, I need money. Yes. And then 1 million. But you are not insist to ask to fulfill my obligation to pay uh, your debt, yeah. But you ask for also, can I ask your money 1 million? Remember that I promised to somebody for 1 month, but before 1 month, somebody came to me and then asked me for a debt 1 million. So two kind of debt between the parties, yeah. The occurrence, or in Indonesian it says pertemuan dua hutang, yeah. One people asking for 1 million, and then another one also asking for 1 million. So it's equal. So it's just what we call it termination of the agreement also. Or termination or cancellation of a contract because of certain causes. Yeah. So expiration of the agreement period, fulfillment of terms and agreement, and they complete all the contract, the payment, yeah, and then discharge a debt or because of something that makes a cancellation of the contract. It's declared in the contract, stated in the contract, the cause of the cancellation. Okay, dispute resolution. If we have problems with our contract, so what usually we're going to do? If we have a problem with the contract, what we are going to do? A big contract, a big amount of contract, but not as an ordinary contract. For instance, you and the corporate or with the corporate, Gracia, what are you going to do? You have you facing the problems. You just keep silent and then it's okay. I have a lot of money, so what are you? Yeah, finish. Dispute resolution. What you are going to do actually? Came to the yeah, but dispute means that both of you cannot have the same solution. Good? Yeah, you cannot end the contract. Yeah. You have not many options. First, you may come to the if you have serious problems, case law. So to finish to the yeah, but there's a institution who will solve your problem. Court. Yeah, you have to come to the court. Remember the previous module, district court, province, yeah, or high court, and then supreme court. Three kind of level in our institution. Dispute resolution, and also we have the amendment. So why we should put this clause in the agreement? Dispute resolution and amendment. Okay. The reason to prevent prolonged conflict. So let's make it final when we have problems. The clarity of the agreed upon dispute resolution produce helps avoid prolonged conflicts between the parties. So we'll have the clear ending of the conflict. Efficiency, time, and cost. Yeah, resolving dispute outside the judicial institution. Remember, if we come to the judicial institution, it takes time, money, and energy because of district court, high court, supreme court. Yeah, it takes a lot of money and energy and also time. So we can use arbitration, yeah, mediation or other option can be faster, cheaper, and more efficient. And mostly they're not open public. Remember, if you come to the court is open for the public. But if you come to arbitration or mediation, it's just between you and the involved party. Number three, legal certainty. The parties are aware of how to resolve dispute both in terms of jurisdiction, yeah, the court location, and choice of law. So which law prefer to finish or to overcome this problem? Indonesian law, Singapore law, Australian law, yeah. So legal certainty or court location, Jakarta, Surabaya, or Medan, or something else, somewhere else. For maintaining business relationship, yeah. So if the dispute finish or end in a good way, it will become a good ending and maintaining your business relationship. Peaceful dispute relationship through arbitration, mediation, or other methods can help maintain good and professional business relationship. Yeah. So without any restoring damaged reputation or long-term relation. That's the point why we should put dispute resolution in our contract. This is the last one. Amendment. Why we should put amendment in our contract? Because it the flexibility. provides room for the parties to modify or update the contract. If they face new circumstances or need arise that require adjustment without canceling or create a new contract. And secondly, avoiding misunderstanding. The parties can avoid potential dispute. Yeah, all parties must agree to the change in accordance with the established procedures. So avoiding misunderstanding. If one clause seems to be debatable or misinterpreted, so they have room to make it clear that avoiding the misunderstanding. And the last one is that transparency for the both parties. It ensures that change to be contract are valid if made in writing and agreed upon the parties. Maintaining accountability and openness in the agreement. So better to make the all contract and agreement in written to make it transparency. So two clauses. First, uh, dispute resolution and also amendment. So in every contract, you should have it. You have room for flexibility, for transparency, and also for avoiding the misunderstanding. That's the lecturing for today. Any question? If not, then we are going to have a break until 1 o'clock, as usual. At 1, yeah, I will give you another assignment, and please open the views tutorial.
Let's do this.
Sudah tutorial. How many students we have in this class? 12. 12. Where is Vidya? Okay, you may read the case carefully first, then I will tell you the instruction. Tutorial.
Module 2.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Factory. Yeah. Tutorial. Yeah. Follow. Tutorial. No, serius no. Itu. Oh beda. Oh beda. Yeah, this is what
Kontrak law with berapa? Kontrak law 3.
two cases with two additional questions. Yeah. No, that's wrong.
Kan? Kelihatannya.
Dibikinnya kapan dulu? Thailand. Ya, itu. Ulang lagi. Ya. Ada dua kan? Ada dua tambahan.
Yes.
Two question and two cases, ya kan? Okay. Please raise your hand with the student number, odd number. Raise your hand at the end of the number, odd number. Odd should be 6 students. Odd, yep. Satu, dua.
Which number at the end?
At the end, the,
Oh.
the last number, odd number. You are odd number,
at the
even.
Yep.
Siapa di sini? Siapa? Jason, what even number? Even? What are even number? I'm not with Jason. You're right number. That's a number.
Student ID number.
Oh, even enough. I'm not with Jason. So make group 2 even 6 group 6 even semua.
Six members.
6 no, I mean you.
6 members.
12 student, ya kan? Each member consists of 2
3 lah.
students. No, 2. Yeah. Find your couple odd even and even.
Even with
Even and even, odd and odd. Okay. Okay. Go on.
Aku gak sama.